Welcome back, Focus Fanatics. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a recipe for an item to be used in the front of house. A lot of places will use this for bartenders in the event they don't know how to create a new drink. Maybe high-end wine bars that want a description of the wine available for their servers, or really any restaurant that wants easy access to the ingredients that make up an item. It's really quite simple to do this. So in this video, we're going to create a new menu item, attach it to the cocktails canvas, create a recipe, attach that recipe to the new menu item, and then we're going to go ahead and watch how that all works in Focus. The menu item we're going to create is called Beth's Blind Melon Martini. Now, Beth's Blind Melon Martini consists of Grey Goose Le Melon, fresh lemon, and basil. I can't give you the exact percentages or you'll just sit home and make this martini all day, but trust me, it's good. It resells at Best Bistro for $12, and that is a bargain. So let's go ahead and make this menu item. We're going to go ahead and go into Setup, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my canvases, and I'm just going to go down to my cocktail screen where I know this item is going to live. And because this is a demo, I'm just going to delete my Brandy Alexander. And when I create a menu item, I like to get to the canvas it's going to go on and then drill through a menu item on that canvas so it keeps the same properties of the current menu item. So I know that it's going to have the right report group and it's going to print to the right places. But it's totally up to you. You can do it a different way. Taxes are going to be correct and all those things. So I'm going to go ahead and hit add, and we're going to say Beth's Blind Melon Martini. And like we said, it retails for $12. Now we don't need all these prices filled in unless we were using happy hour, and that would show over here. If I wanted to sell this at happy hour for, let's say, $11.50, I don't want to discount this martini too much. It's just that good. I would do it there. Now on the modifier canvas, I'm going to go ahead and put this to 0, 0. I don't need it to prompt to bar mods because it's so good nobody's going to want to change it. Alright, so I just created that menu item and put it on the screen. I'm just going to go ahead and hit copy and paste and put this button where I want. And I'm going to go find Beth's Blind Melon Martini. So now it's on the screen. So the second thing we need to do, or the next thing we need to do, is make sure that we have a recipe attached to this. Okay, so to do that, we simply need to create a text document and place it in the image folder on the Focus computer. That's a very important part of this. If you do not save this file in the right place, it's not going to work for you. So we need to create a text document and place it in the image folder on the Focus computer. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit my little Windows key. I'm going to pull up Notepad, and we're going to say Beth's Blind Melon Martini. And then we're going to say Grey Goose Le Melon, fresh lemon, and basil. And when we save it, File, Save As, and C drive, Focus folder, in the Images folder, and we're going to call this Beth's Blind Melon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that. So this has been saved. And now I need to attach this recipe to my item. So I'm going to highlight the item, just go ahead and drill into the item, and you can see because I created this menu item off of a previous menu, this recipe file is already in here. So that's one thing you do need to pay attention to when you're doing this. So there's bestblindmelon.txt. It is a text file. Go ahead and open that. And we're going to hit save. And then the final thing you need to do in order for this to work, you need to make sure you have a recipe button. Now we already have a recipe button here, but if you don't have one, all you need to do is create a package. So I can drill through here and show you what this package actually looks like. So all this is it's a command called item information, and then down here in the bottom you have the type as recipe. So that's all that is. You create that, and I can show you exactly how we did that. You go to order entry, packages, and in an open slot, I don't have a lot of open slots, but in an open slot, you simply type in recipe. You can name it really whatever you want. Item information. Then down here, this information populates, and you're going to want to make sure you have recipe selected. Hit save, and then go ahead and put that on that canvas. Because I already have one in there, I'm just going to delete this here. Okay, so we have created a new menu item, created a new text file, saved that in the Focus folder, the images folder on the Focus computer, attached that to an item, and made sure we had that recipe package on the canvas. So let's go ahead and see how this works. I'm just going to log in here as a manager, and I'm going to find my cocktail screen. Here's Best Blind Melon Martini. So for this to work, you have to hit recipe first and then tell it which item you want that recipe to display. And then boom, there's Best Blind Melon Martini. It consists of Grey Goose, Le Melon, fresh lemon, and basil. If you want, you can get really fancy and do pictures, but this obviously takes a lot more work. So it just depends on how much time you're willing to put into it. I can show you exactly what this file is here on the Amaretto Stinger in a second. But the benefit of doing a text is if I hit recipe and I hit Best Blind Melon, I can print a text document. I cannot print an image. Okay, so let's go look at this Amaretto Stinger in the back of the house. And the Amaretto Stinger, the difference between that is that this is using a JPEG file. Okay, so if I pull up this file, in my images, and let's go ahead and do a search for Stinger. And so you can see all this is a JPEG. So this has been created. Now you could go ahead and create this for all your items, get a picture of it. But that's the difference. You just need to save this file, create this in whatever kind of software you have. You could do this in Paint if you wanted to. And then just save this JPEG and put it in that recipe file here. And you are set. So that is how you create a recipe to display in the front of the house. So your servers and bartenders have access to the ingredients that make up any menu item. I hope this video benefits both you and your customers, and until next time, stay focused.